Alright, hey, Hades Omega here, and welcome to another Hades Omega show and tell Sur Ron video. Alright, so what I got to show and tell today is this Warp9 steering stem lock, alright, is what it is. Alright, so what this device does is they give you a really long bolt and something that kind of like a nut that holds it from the bottom, and so it basically it takes place of your steering stem nut. All right, so the theory is like when you're tightening the steering stem nut, it could be getting loose. I don't see how that could be happening because ultimately what holds everything together is the upper clamp. So I don't really know. I don't really know the reasoning behind it, but I need to tighten my steering stem. All right, so it's freaking loose again. It's been getting loose a lot lately, is what I want to say. But I ride my bike pretty hard, so I figured, I saw this and I said, hey, I want to try this out. I gotta tighten my steering stem bolts anyway. And also, what this does is it doubles as a mount for a fender. All right, so as you guys know, I don't have a fender on my Sur Ron Light Bee yet. Okay, I had the Manitou Dorado fork, but I haven't gotten around to making a fender for it. And what my plan was to do was to stick a second star nut up in there, like pound another one up in there, and then use that to mount it. But I decided, nah, you know what? I'm going to give this a try. All right. So this one, if you use a star nut, you're only going to have one bolt. All right. This one, it has two threaded holes that you can mount a fender to. All right. So that's what I'm going to try to use this to mount a fender also. So it doubles as a star nut and as a fender mount. All right, sort of, kind of. All right, so we're gonna go take it out of the bag and take a look at the components more closely, and then I'll go ahead and install it. All right, you can get these for $39 at warp9racing.com. Okay, that's how much they cost, and then whatever the shipping is. All right, so we'll go take a look at this in a second. Let me go read some of the stuff they got from the website. Oh yeah, you can get them in different colors too. I got the black one. They have a magnesium one and a blue one also. Okay, they may come in other colors later. I don't know. This is a pretty new Warp9 product, is what I'm going to say. Okay, so I'm going to read the descriptions about the steering stem lock from the Warp9 webpage right here. Okay, I'm just going to read it verbatim. All right, this description: are you finding your head bearings coming loose? Chances are good the OEM star nut keeps walking up the steering tube. All right, so what they're saying is like when you got the clamp loosened and everything, and you're ready to go set your headset, how tight you want the headset, when you're tightening that nut, it's pulling the star nut up, all right, instead of pulling everything else up. I've never had that problem before that I know of, all right, but I could see it happening if that star nut's not in there really good. Okay. This kit has a threaded rod that runs the full length of the steering tube, bolt compressing the lower triple clamp to the upper triple clamp, keeping your head bearings tight. Okay? The lower machined retaining nut has two 5mm threads to allow you to mount a fender. It includes 4 black steering tube height spacers in 20mm, 15mm, 5mm, and 3mm sizes. All right, so Hades Omega doesn't really need those spacers because I already have a kit with it. All right, and I use a very small spacer. Okay, on mine. Yeah. Okay, so that's the info right there. All right, basically it's a very long bolt with a nut. All right, that you can bolt a fender to, and it doesn't look like it comes with. I know the holes are so small on it. It doesn't look like it comes with the bolts, all right, to mount the fender, right? Those you have to provide yourself. All right, so let's go take a closer look at this, and then we'll go install it on the bike, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, there it is. So it says Warp9 Racing on there, and then it says warp9racing.com. That's where you can purchase these. All right, you might be able to get them at Grid Shift also. All right, it also says 8 steering lock 2. Okay, I don't know what 8 and 2 means, but this is a steering lock kit. All right, let's go take it, open it up. Okay, here's what it comes with. It comes in the baggie. Comes with the steering lock device. and then the spacers. All right. There's a bag of spacers here. Okay, take a look at the spacers last. Okay, there's the steering lock device. It's a long bolt, very long bolt. It feels like it's made out of aluminum. It's very light. Okay, comes with the steering stem cover. There it is. It says Warp9 on it too. It's all cool like that. This goes on the top like that. All right. This goes underneath the steering stem. All right. That's the nut right there. This is going to be what's replacing your star nut. All right. And there's the two 5mm holes right there. And then it looks like there's that much open space, all right, in there until it gets to the threads. So the threads are like only about that long, all right. The threads are like right here, okay. And that will screw on there like that. Let me see if I got another fork and I can show you how it works. Okay, I apologize. I can't really install this on this fork because I got the star nut. So this requires that you not have the star nut installed. So we're gonna have to uninstall the star nut. And one way you could do that is you just pound it out all the way till it gets to the bottom. All right, that's the way that's how I would do it. All right. So this requires you to uninstall the star nut. So you can't use that old star nut anymore. Okay. But I can kind of give you an idea how it works. All right, I'm gonna unbolt this. All right. Here's the bottom part. All right, the bottom part will go underneath right here, right? And then this is gonna stick out like so. All right, and then you're gonna have this top part in here. All right, it's gonna go down. It'll be in the tube. All right, guys. It's gonna go down here, and then the top cap will hold it. All right, and then this will tighten into this. All right, so let's see, it goes. It'll be like that. All right, inside. That gives you an idea what's going on. So basically, what this will do is the steering stem is pressed into the lower clamp. All right, so this is all like one piece. All right. When you loosen these clamps and you tighten this bolt, the nut will pull up on the lower clamp, all right, which is the steering stem is attached to, and it'll tighten your headset, all right. It'll apply more pressure on the bearings on the headset, all right. Okay, yeah, so that's the idea. That's how it works, all right. I'm sorry I can't exactly get it in there, but the top cap, I could put the top cap. That's about it. I could put the top cap and the nut in. All right, so there's the top cap. That'll go on top like that, and then this will go like that. All right, and then you would lower the bolt through the top cap. All right, and then you would screw it onto the nut. All right, and yeah, this could fall out. I think you got to hold this up in here while you're doing it. All right. Anyway, we'll find that out when I go install it. All right. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. Okay, so in the next video clip, we will go try to attempt to install this on my bike. All right, but the first thing that's got to happen is we got to take the star nut out, unfortunately. All right, and they're a real pain in the ass to do. All right. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention it comes with these spacers. All right, it comes with 4 of them. All right, came out of this bag. Let's go take a look at these real quick. All right, so what these are is the spacers that go on the top. I don't know if you have to use them or not, but they're the ones that go up here, okay? Got it? They all get longer. Okay, and that goes like that. All right, I don't have enough spacers to, I don't have enough spacers to cover that. You're not supposed to be able to see the top of the steering stem, okay, guys? But yeah, there should be a steering stem here, okay, for your handlebars, right? It's the part that holds your handlebars. Yeah, so you're gonna want to put enough spacers on there where you don't see the steering stem anymore, okay? So let's pretend my finger here is the steering stem, right? So you would do that, and you would put everything on top. So yeah, it would be like sticking out that much, okay? So, just to give you an idea how that works, okay? I don't know if I'm going to use them. I already have some like carbon fiber ones, all right? And the one I'm using is very, very small on my bike right now, okay? I cut my steering stem like just the right size type of deal. All right, here's what we got.